Triple M's hot breakfast, thanks to Dodo Gas and Electricity. And on the front page of the Herald Sun, yep, we all love it. There's Smash the Ashes and all that sort of stuff, and there's great photos of the Australian cricket team. The story next to it, though, by Ellen Winnett, the associate editor of the Herald Sun exclusive, family violence kills 29. I'll just read from Ellen's story on the front page. It says 29 people were killed in family violence attacks in Victoria last year. The figures have been released after Victoria Police provided an analysis showing the true horror of family violent crimes in Victoria. 29 deaths at the hands of a family member, including an intimate partner or ex-partner. And it goes on, last financial year, women were the victims of, listen to this, 29,064 attacks by male partners and ex-partners.
Horrific.
And,
I can't comprehend that.
Park that figure. 341 attacks by current or ex-female partners. So one a day of the girls giving it to the blokes. And I can't even do the maths on the 29,064. Unbelievable situation that led to 29 deaths. Paul Roos, the Melbourne coach, is on the line. It's White Ribbon Week, and the Melbourne Football Club have decided that they're going to take this on as one of their major philanthropic causes this year. Paul, as an ambassador for White Ribbon Day, good morning to you.
Good morning, boys. How are you?
Paul,
good, Rosie.
Well, obviously, you're the same as us. When you look at those figures, it's almost incomprehensible, which means, you have to. There's plenty of people driving in this morning who have been involved in this situation. What do you say to them, mate?
Yeah, look, it's staggering, isn't it? I think people that come from stable families like myself, I mean, until you actually sit down and read them, you don't realise what a problem is. And I think that's the first initiative of the walk today, is just get it on the front page, get it out there, talk about it. But I think for women to understand, a lot of men, a majority of men find this completely unacceptable. And, it's got to stop. So I think the first part is for us to get out and walk. And as you mentioned, you're reading those figures out, Eddie. I mean, 29,000, 29 deaths. I mean, it's just catastrophic. So we just got to get it out there, and we've got to make women feel more comfortable. But it's also simple things like, your mate comes and says something which is inappropriate. Hang on, mate, pull up. That's completely inappropriate. So I think it's just getting it out there. It's talking about it. It's everyone feeling more comfortable about it, but also attacking it and changing, cultural norms. My boys are 17, 19 years of age, and making sure that they completely understand their responsibilities. Footballers of the demographic 18 to sort of 30, 31 or whatever. Same principle.
Rosie, well done to you as an ambassador for White Ribbon Day, and a great cause, and the Melbourne Footy Club for getting behind it. You've provided a lot of joy already, Rosie, for mates of mine and Melbourne supporters who have been in the fetal position for 3 years, won't talk football.
They're up and
now
about.
they see your photo, Rosie. They're back buying
Pressure's
membership. Already happened, mate. It's great stuff.
Yeah, no, look, I'm excited. I'm enjoying it. Obviously, we know it's a huge task. We're coming from a long way back, but I've really enjoyed being here. We've assembled a good coaching group, and they're a really coachable group of players. So, look, it's a fair way to go, but, hopefully we're on the right path.
Well, Rosie, you've got a forward line if everyone can stand up, if you can get your key forwards to actually get through injuries. You've loaded up on really good young midfielders. Has that been your real focus over the summer?
Yeah, I think you're right, Ed. I think our forward line's pretty sound if it's healthy. And I think our defence, Garland, McDonald and Frawley, we've got three good keys. But obviously games are won and lost in the midfield if you haven't got the depth. You're talking midfielders now, your half forwards and really your half backs as well. So that was the real focus going into trade week, trying to get some experience, bigger bodies, some bigger mids, and then obviously the draft last week trying to get some speed. So look, I think we've had a pretty successful period, but now we've got to knuckle down and make sure we train hard and get everyone up to speed as quick as we can.
And for the Melbourne fans, can you just take us through your theory on swapping pick 2, Kelly, and getting 2 basically first-round picks in return? So you got 2 for 1.
Yeah, look, that's a numbers game. You're right, Ed. I mean, look, we think probably the top 10 or 12, as Kevin Sheehan said, and as you know, Ed, I think they're all going to be good players. There was probably some conjecture. I mean, everyone talked about Josh Kelly. Look, he's going to be a terrific player, but I'm sure some other clubs would have had different names in 1, 2 and 3. Probably not 1. I mean, Boyd seemed to be a standout. But you're right, it's a numbers game for us to get Tyson and young Kristen Salem, really, for pick 2. That's what we tried to do. We feel Tyson's a former pick 3, and he's 20 years of age now, bigger body. So that was really the rationale behind it, trying to get 2 for 1 and hopefully get 2 good players rather than 1 really good player.
Rosie, how do you do it? All the senior coaches I know, they age in dog years, they go grey. Danny Frawley, by the end of it, was just about shot. And you're looking younger and younger every day, mate. How do you stay so relaxed?
Meditation. That's the key to it, mate. We're in the mind, focusing.
Yeah, well, Melbourne.
Ask me the same question in 12 months'
Yeah,
time.
Melbourne will test you. You'll be bald this time next year.
Hey, Roos, you enjoying being back in town?
Yeah, no, I am. Yeah, no, it's like an old pair of slippers, mate, isn't it? Like, look, I've enjoyed being in Sydney, but it's funny, even driving to work this morning, I thought, oh, this is great. Just being back in Melbourne, hometown, really familiar. It's a great precinct too. I mean, Amy Park, where we train, the MCG, you got the tennis centre. I mean, you blokes are next to us. So it's a great precinct to be part of a footy environment.
No, you blokes are next to us.
And we're taking over it. We're back, okay?
Roosy, good on you, mate. And White
right.
Ribbon Day is today.
Yeah.
And congratulations on Melbourne stepping up for this today. It's great for the Melbourne Football Club as much as it is about bringing awareness to White Ribbon Day. And that figure, 29,000. So, okay, let's be honest. We know it's happening out there. And what we need to do is get blokes who are listening to the show this morning to just put their hands in their pockets, learn to walk away. Everything's not an affront to your masculinity or anything else. It is far weaker to abuse anybody, but particularly a woman and particularly somebody you love or your kids love, than it is to be all bolshy and throwing punches at women. 29,000 at the moment. And for the girls as well, calm down a little bit. Don't be in the face. Just everybody relax. Walk around the backyard. This is just ridiculous. This is a beautiful, wonderful city, as Roosie said. We don't need to have this stuff going on. The White Ribbon March is today at 1:30 from Federation Square. Spend your lunch break supporting an important cause. Go down to Federation Square if you're within the city. The Melbourne Football Club are right there, right behind it, and make sure you show your support today. And for all the Melbourne supporters out there who have been able to park a bit of cash in their pockets over the last few years by not buying a membership, support Paul Roos.
Get behind Roosie. Yep.
Yeah, you've got some very smart people down there now. Your club's back in town. Thanks, Roosie.
Well done, Roosie.
Good on you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
That was Paul Roos, the coach of the Melbourne Football Club, joining us. It's 18 minutes past 8. This is Triple M's Hot Breakfast for Dodo Gas and Electricity.